Hey guys, how's it going? So it's another beautiful day out here today. I'm heading out for a skate after work, but I noticed my bearings are feeling pretty crunchy and chunky. I reckon they're pretty coated up with dirt. So it's time to give them a clean, and I thought I'd show you the steps. So stick around. Okay, so the first step is basically getting those wheels off. Get yourself a ratchet with the right attachment, whack it on the end, wind it, and get those nuts off. Just be careful when you take the wheel off, because you need to keep these little guys. I call them speed rings, washers, whatever. Basically they keep the wheel spinning freely, so don't lose them, you're going to need them later. Now, a good trick I've found for getting the bearings out of your wheels is to use the end of the truck bolt, stick the wheel on the very end, basically like this, give it a little bit of a twist and a pull, and they'll come out. You don't need to be too rough with it, but it should be enough to just pop them out easily. Okay, so next up, you want to grab some methylated spirits from your garage. If you haven't got any, buy some from the hardware store or the supermarket. An old container to chuck your bearings in to give them a shake, and then another old container to store the dirty metho. I've found you can reuse the metho quite a few times. You don't need to use it just once, that's just wasting it. Chuck it in another container and reuse it maybe 5 or 6 times. You'll find it's fine for cleaning bearings. Okay, so chuck your bearings in, throw in some metho, whack on the lid, give it a good shake. Maybe let it sit for about an hour to just let that metho really soak into the dirt, to dislodge all the grime that's just stuck in the metal and in the bearings. And then when you're done, tip out the dirty metho into a container, save it for later. Let those bearings dry in the sun, and then reassemble. Okay, so a good trick I found for getting the bearings back into the wheels, sometimes they can be a little bit tight fitting, which is a good thing. Rather than busting your thumbs off trying to force them in there, find yourself a little attachment for your ratchet that fits just the size of the bearings, give it a little tap with a rubber mallet, and you find that those bearings are in there nice and good. Oh yeah, don't forget to reassemble the wheels with these speed rings. They're pretty critical to the rolling of a wheel. Without them, they really don't roll that well at all. So don't forget to have one of them on the inside shaft and on the outside under the nut. Throw on the nuts. I tighten up the nuts with a ratchet within about 1/2 millimeter of contact. Too much contact and you'll get too much friction, basically less speed. Too much gap, and basically it's just too much play rolling side to side. That's not good for tricks or rolling or anything. Happy medium's about 1/2 millimeter. You want to have just a little bit of a rattle. That's way too much. I'm going to tighten it a bit more than that to get that sweet spot. Okay, so there we are. Nuts all tightened to the right tolerance. And that's the sound of a free-flowing bearing. And that's exactly what we're after. So there you go. That's a quick vid on how to clean your bearings. No need to throw them away when they get crunchy. Just whack them in some metho, get them rolling free again, and go shred. Stay rad.